I'll call you back.
Anybody else need a lifesaver or two?
Good evening, everyone. I'll call the Planning Commission for Monday, November 14th to order. Roll call. I'm here. Johnson,
Here?
Hema,
Here.
Montgomery.
Here.
Everybody's here. Can I get an approval of the agenda?
Move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Hema, seconded by Montgomery to approve the agenda. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Can I get approval of the minutes from last meeting in July?
So move.
Second.
Moved by Johnson, second by Hema to approve the minutes. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public input. If there isn't any, I'm not gonna,
John gave a no.
there's no public input, so we're just gonna skip that. First item on the agenda is a public hearing. Before I open that, Diane, do you wanna go through that a little bit?
Absolutely. So we have Kells Motor Group, who bought Cannon Power Sports. Ray Schoenfelder is the owner of the real estate holding company, and he will continue to own the real estate. So basically, they're going to have a partnership. Kells Motor Group and Ray Schoenfelder are requesting a conditional use permit for outdoor sales lots for the sale of ice houses. There were pictures in your packet, as well as a conditional use permit for outdoor automobile sales for the sale of used cars. In the B2, these are both, in order to conduct these types of businesses, both require the CUP. I did give you a breakdown of the B2 and the conditional uses that were listed. Because it's an existing business, most of them weren't applicable and already were existing.
So I'm gonna open up the public hearing, for resolution 2022-11. Are there any comments from the public? Second call, any comments from the public? Third call, any comments from the public? Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing. Committee? Now, from what I understand, this is an accepted business in the B2 zone, but it needs to have a conditional use to move forward. Is that
That's correct, yep.
so? Everything, all the conditions have been met, as far as I can tell. So it'd just be a matter of moving forward. And what we do is if we just move this to the council for their approval, nothing's going to change as far as the buildings, and it's just as far as a conditional use permit to change from what they were selling to add to vehicles and ice houses,
Along with the ATVs and UTVs.
along with the ATVs that
Yeah.
they already
Yeah.
sell.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2022-11, conditional use permit.
Second?
Motion by Montgomery, second by Johnson to approve the conditional use permit. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so moving on to,
Make a motion to adjourn.
oh, we got one more yet.
Got another one? We do? Oh, we got a B? Where?
Slow down.
Ah, heck, I'm in. Cold weather must have
What'd you
gotten.
do, order a pizza?
Yeah, I must have. My apologies,
Okay,
sir.
we have, B is a potential sale of a modified parcel survey by Meets and Bounds for a
Oh,
telecommunications
is.
company. Diane,
You know what? I'm gonna head up here.
Never done that before.
First time. All right.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Now, I want you guys to know that this is just truly a discussion item. It was something that was brought forward by the attorney for Ed Reimer. There is a telecommunications company that owns this little satellite building right here, and they've been there forever and a day. They want to actually purchase a small parcel and parcel it off so they can be guaranteed that they would never lose that particular spot. And the only problem that they would have would be access. This is actually a platted path. It's called Vincent Path. That was brought to our attention also by the attorney. He was wondering if there would be some way that they could access that through Vincent Path. There haven't actually been any plans yet. I do believe that they probably will bring this to you next month as an actual proposal. But he did want it to be addressed and for you guys to be aware so you can start thinking about it. I think as far as approving it by meets and bounds, I think that that would be okay, don't you, Neil? On a project of this type. I don't foresee that as being a problem. The access is something that maybe you guys want to think on. Right now, I believe you can kind of tell by the shadow, I think that they've kind of gone from the parking lot of the Cannon Mall through this way. And like I said, they're proposing maybe doing something this way.
so, does Ed own that building now and he just leases it to that communications company? Is that how I'm reading this?
Yeah, Ed owns that big lot there, Steve, the 527-193,000.
Okay, so, okay. So in order for us to even discuss anything more, we would almost have to have some type of plan brought forward as far as,
And you might want to hold off on that plan and see, because, yeah, the amount of details that we have are limited, but just be aware there, access is probably going to be a problem or something that we're going to have to discuss. If they are back there, how are they going to get to that particular spot? And by code, access is called out, so we will have to think about that. The meets and bounds thing, Neil and I are comfortable with that as long as you guys are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because theoretically, he's landlocked except for that Vincent Path, correct?
That little, yeah.
Unless he gets access from Ed somehow.
Yeah, and I think right now he's getting access from Ed. There is a utility easement that goes through here, the yellow spot as well. No staff recommendations.
I think
So-
that yellow is a street right away for future. I mean, it's 60 foot wide, it's the width of the street right away that would have been put in. So,
You think that would have been with the intent
Oh.
of putting it, oh, that's all right, a building there in like the middle part, maybe
I think the
the west of, where those
future
buildings are now?
development. Yeah.
We're just kind of forewarning ourselves that something might be coming forward.
He didn't want to blindside you on this one, so he wanted you to be able to think on it, so.
Okay.
No staff recommendations,
Okay,
okay?
so just for our review. Okay. Okay, what were you saying, Bruce?
Second.
Moved by Hema, second by Montgomery to adjourn. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.